Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. What if the only thing stopping your dream, that is that you don't believe in yourself? Not money, not luck, not other people, just you. Today, I want to tell you a true kind of story. A story about an ordinary man, a man like you, a man like me. His name is Daniel. And this is the story of how he almost gave up on his dream before it was too late. Stay with me, because the best part of this story is still coming. The ordinary life. Daniel was 26 years old. He lived in a small apartment. He worked at a warehouse. Every day was the same. Wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, wake up, go to work, come home, sleep. Daniel had a dream, a secret dream he never told anyone. He wanted to become an English teacher. He wanted to help people speak English with confidence. He loved words. He loved stories. He loved the feeling when someone finally understood a new sentence. But Daniel had a problem. He didn't believe in himself. Every time he thought about his dream, a voice inside his head said, "You are not smart enough. Other people are better than you. Who are you to teach English? Have you ever felt this way? Have you ever had a dream?" But a voice inside you said, "No, not you." Daniel had that voice every single day. At night, Daniel watched videos online. Confident teachers, smart teachers, teachers with nice cameras and perfect English. He compared himself to them. Every time, he felt smaller. I can never be like them, he thought, so he did nothing. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Months became years. Daniel's dream stayed locked inside his heart, quiet, hidden, afraid. One evening, Daniel's grandmother called him. "Daniel," she said, "what happened to your dream? You always talked about teaching." Daniel was quiet for a moment. "Grandma," he said, "it's just a dream. Dreams like that don't happen for people like me." His grandmother sighed. "Daniel," she said softly, "one day you will look back and you will ask yourself, why didn't I try?" Daniel didn't answer, but her words stayed with him. Deep inside, please keep listening, because this feeling is about to change. The first try, the first fall. One night, something felt different. Daniel felt a small spark inside his chest. Maybe I should try. Just once, he set up his phone. He turned on the camera. His hands were shaking. "Hello, everyone," he said. "My name is Daniel. Today, I want to teach you 3 simple English phrases." He finished the video. He watched it back. His voice sounded strange. His English had small mistakes. His face looked nervous. "This is terrible," he whispered. But he took a deep breath and he posted it anyway. The next morning, Daniel checked his phone. There were comments. Not kind ones. "Your English is not good enough to teach. Find a real teacher. This is a waste of time." Daniel's heart dropped. His face turned red. Even though he was alone, he closed the app. He put his phone away. "Ik knew it," he said to himself. "I knew I wasn't good enough." What would you do in this moment? Many people would quit right here, and almost. Daniel did too. For 2 weeks, Daniel didn't touch his camera. He went back to his old life. Wake up. Go to work. Come home, sleep. But something had changed. The silence felt heavier now, because now he knew what it felt like to try. And trying and failing hurt more than never trying at all. One night, he sat on his bed, holding his phone, and his grandmother's words echoed in his mind. One day, you will ask yourself, why didn't I try? Daniel whispered to himself, I already tried. And I failed, but a small, quiet voice inside him answered back, you tried once, that is not failure. That is the beginning. Daniel didn't feel ready. He didn't feel confident, but he picked up his phone again, not to record a video, just to write one sentence in his notes. App, I can do this. 4 small words, but they felt heavy and they felt true. This one decision changed everything. The turning point. The next weekend, Daniel went for a walk. That he needed to think. He watched an old man teaching his granddaughter how to ride a bicycle. The little girl fell down. She cried. The old man helped her up. Try again, the old man said gently. One more time. The girl looked scared, but she got back. On the bicycle, she fell again and again. But on the 5th try, she rode forward. Wobbling, laughing, free, Daniel stood there, watching. Tears filled his eyes. He suddenly understood something important. That little girl didn't wait until she felt confident to ride the bicycle. She rode the bicycle. And confidence came after. Daniel had been waiting his whole life to feel ready before he tried, but maybe readiness doesn't come first. Maybe courage comes first, and confidence follows behind it. Quietly, step by step, that night, Daniel wrote in his notebook, maybe I don't need everyone to believe in me. Maybe I only need to believe in myself. He read the sentence again and again. For the first time in years, something inside him felt lighter. Not because his fear disappeared. It didn't, but because he finally understood fear and courage can exist at the same time. You can be scared and still take one more step. Have you ever felt this way? Scared, but still willing to try? That night, Daniel made a quiet promise to himself. I won't try to be perfect, he said. I will just try to be 1% better. Then, yesterday, he wrote a small list. Practice speaking for 10 minutes every day. Record one short video every week. Ignore comments that only want to hurt, not help. Read one page of a good book every night. Never stop learning. It wasn't a big plan. It was a small plan, but small plans, followed every day, build big changes. Please keep listening, because the best part of this story is still coming. Small steps, growing confidence. Daniel started small. He recorded a short video. It wasn't perfect, but he posted it. He recorded another, then another. Some videos got no views at all. Some got unkind comments again. Daniel felt the sting every time. But this time, he didn't quit. He whispered to himself, mistakes help us grow. And he kept going. Week by week, something started to shift. Daniel's voice became steadier. His words became clearer. His hands stopped shaking when he pressed record. One day, a comment appeared that was different from the rest. Thank you. This video helped me understand this grammar for the first time. Daniel read it 3 times. He smiled. A real, warm smile. It was just one comment, but it felt like sunlight after a long winter. Small victories started to appear. 10 viewers became 50. 50 became 200. Some days were still hard. Some people still left cruel comments. His old fear still visited him sometimes. Late at night. But now Daniel had something stronger than fear. He had a habit, a daily promise, a quiet belief that grew a little every day. I am improving, he told himself. Every day matters. At the warehouse, a coworker saw one of Daniel's videos. You're the guy from the English videos. The coworker laughed. Man, stick to your day job. The old Daniel would have gone home and deleted everything. But this Daniel took a breath, smiled politely, and said, maybe, but I'm going to keep trying anyway. He walked away with his head a little higher than before. That night, Daniel wrote one more line in his notebook. I trust myself. Have you ever felt criticism try to steal your dream? Please keep listening, because Daniel's story is about to change forever. The dream becomes real. 1 year passed. Daniel still worked at the warehouse during the day, but every evening, without fail, he taught, he recorded, he wrote, he learned. His videos slowly reached more people, not because of luck, but because of patience, because he showed up again and again, even on the days he didn't feel like it. One evening, Daniel received a message from a woman in another country. Your videos helped me get a new job, she wrote, because now I can speak English with confidence. Thank you for never giving up on us. Daniel read the message twice, then a third time. His eyes filled with tears. He thought about men who said the man who hid his dream, the who believed the voice that sighed, you are not good enough. That man was still part of him, but now a stronger voice lived. Beside the old fear, a voice that said, keep moving, stay strong. My future starts today. 6 months later, Daniel made a big decision. He left his warehouse job, not because he became rich, not because life became easy. He left because he finally trusted the small, steady voice inside himself, the one that grew stronger. Every single day he chose to try. He opened a small online English class. Just a few students at first, real people, real conversations, real progress. It wasn't a fairy tale. Daniel still had hard days. He still made mistakes. He still felt nervous before every new lesson. But now, when fear visited him, he didn't run from it. He looked at it and said, I see you, but I'm still going to try. One night, Daniel called his grandmother. Grandma, he said, remember what you told me about looking back one day and asking, why didn't I try? I remember, she said softly, I don't have to ask that question anymore. Daniel said, because I tried, I'm still trying. Every single day. His grandmother was quiet for a moment. Then she said, I always believed in you, Daniel. Daniel smiled. I know, Grandma, but this time, I believe in me too. The message, believe in yourself before it's too late, because one day you may realize the only person you were waiting for was yourself. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need one small step today. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today, I choose courage. I trust myself. I won't quit. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope. Today, subscribe for more simple English stories that can change your life. Because your dream is still waiting for you, and it's not too late. Not yet.